angle.
So in the yesterday class, we are discussing about the cantilever beam with a point load at a distance.
Hey, Blessy.
So here a point load is acting at a distance of L1 from the fixed end. The point load is acting at a distance of L1 from the fixed end. So we need to find out the deflection. Always the deflection will be maximum. Always the deflection will be maximum at the free end for a cantilever beam. For a cantilever beam, it is always the maximum deflection can be observed at the free end. So I need to find out the maximum deflection at the free end by applying the equations. Therefore, we had derived an equation. We had derived an equation for a cantilever beam when a point load is acting at a distance of small L1 from the fixed end support. So for deriving it, we are considering only a small length, that is in between capital A and C only. In between capital A and capital C only, the length. Then we had derived previously for a cantilever beam and a point load at the free end. Therefore, the deflection at the free end for a point load which is acting at a free end will be WL cube by 3EI. Previously we had derived it. Where L is now L1. Now L is now an L1. Therefore, the deflection at the C point. Now I am considering only in between A and C only. The deflection at the point C is nothing but WL cube by 3EI, where L is nothing but L1 here. Now I need to find out the deflection at the free end. So to find the deflection at the free end, I am considering this total deflection at YB as a YB, and we know this height. YC. We know this height as a YC. Therefore, the remaining height I need to find out. So here it looks like a triangle. So B, C, and this is a B dash. And the angle here is, that is nothing but dy by dx at C. Dy by dx at C. That is nothing but slope at C is the angle at a C point. And there is no load in between C and B. ఎటువంటి లోడు లేదు C కి B కి మధ్యలో. therefore the C and B dash is a straight line. C and B dash will be a straight line, and the length between B and C is L minus L1. L minus L1 is the length between B and C. This is the length, L minus L1 is the length in between B and C. Now I need this height, that is B dash height. Sorry, B, it will be this only. This only, this is the triangle I am considering now. This is the triangle I am considering now, it will not be a B, Therefore, I need this height. I need this height. Therefore, to find this height, I am using a tan theta is equal to opposite side, this value, by the adjacent side is L minus L1, where theta is nothing but an angle. So we can substitute the value. That is nothing but dy by dx at C is also equal to the height by L minus Li or L1. Therefore, I need this height. So YB can be written as YC plus theta C into L minus Li or L1. So that is the value he is writing here. Therefore, substituting the value of YC, and substituting the angle, that is slope, substituting the slope, and L minus L1, we can find the deflection at the free end only. We can find the deflection at the free end only. That is the maximum deflection. So we need to do some problems on it. Now draw a cantilever beam and 2 point loads or 3 point loads on a cantilever beam. Draw a cantilever beam, mama. The length of the cantilever beam is at 10 meters. The length of the cantilever beam is at 10 meters. And the load acting on this cantilever beam is at 2 kilonewton and a 3 kilonewton and a 5 kilonewton, which is at a distance of 2 meters. And this is again 3 meters. And this is 5 meters. Draw a cantilever beam with a point loads of 2, 3, and 5. So at a distance of 2 meters, at a distance of 2 meters, and at a distance of 3 meters. Two kilonewton, 3 kilonewton, and 5 kilonewton at a distance of 2 meters from the fixed end, at a distance of 3 meters from the point load, and a 5 meters. A total length is 10 meters. Now, how to find the deflection, maximum deflection under this point loads, as well as maximum deflection at the free end. So the maximum deflection will be attained only at the free end. The maximum deflection will be attained at only at the free end. So how to find the maximum deflection? So I need to solve this problem. By considering individually. I need to solve this problem by considering individually a cantilever beam with a point load of 5 kilonewtons at the free end, whose length is 10 meters. And I need to find the y, that is the deflection at this point. So this you can take as A, B, C, and D. So I need to find out the deflection at the D. I need to find out the deflection at the D when a point load is acting here. And next case, I need to consider again a cantilever beam and a point load of 3 kilonewtons at a distance of 5 meters from the fixed end. And I need to find out the deflection at the YD only. I need to find out the deflection at the YD only. The maximum deflection need to be found at the YD only. So we are splitting the problem into 3 steps. First one is a 5 kilonewtons. Second one is a 3 kilonewtons. and the third one is a 2 kilonewtons again. The distance here is a 2 meters only. So here also we need to find out the YD only. Here also we need to find out the YD only. Adding all the YDs. Adding all the YDs for the set 1. That is only 5 kilonewtons is considered, plus adding for the 3 kilonewtons and adding for the 2 kilonewtons. Adding all the YDs, that will get a Y maximum in the cantilever beam. When a problem is given like this, when a problem is given like this, you need to by heart. You need to by heart the formulas to find the values easily. To find the values easily. Or you can derive an equation directly. You can derive an equation directly by considering a section. By considering a section and the distances from that section. Therefore, we need to write the equation like this. We need to write the equation like this. Directly we can find the value by using the formulas. If you by heart the formulas, you can use that formula. You can use that formula and you can find the value. You can find the value. Or you can write the equation again. You can write the equation again by considering a section. By considering a section at a distance of x. And I need to write the equation mmx, that is movements at that section. Movements at that section. Therefore, first point load is a 5 and its distance is x distance and it is a negative. Its distance is x distance. And next, I need the force 3 and the distance here. I need this distance. So I can find that distance by substituting x minus 5. X minus 5. Next, another load is there, 2. And its distance is x minus, what is the value of these two values? That is, ee renditiki point load ki madhyalo unna distance edama 3. Therefore, x minus 8. It is also a negative. This is the bending moment equation. This is the bending moment equation, that location. So I can write it as EI d square y by dx square is equal to that value. And I need to integrate the values on the both sides. So integrating the value EI dy by dx is equal to minus 5 integral of x, will get x square by 2 minus 3 into x minus 5 integral, so we'll get x minus 5 whole square by 2. Next, minus 2 into x minus 8 whole square by 2. we should not remove the bracket while integrating. ఇది ఒక వేరియబుల్ ఇక్కడ, ఇది ఒక వేరియబుల్, దాన్ని ఇంటిగ్రల్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఆ రిమూవ్ చేయకూడదు, బ్రాకెట్లు రిమూవ్ చేయకూడదు. And we will get a constant of C1 and a constant of C1. Again integrating, EI y is equal to EI y is equal to minus 5 by 2, and x square integral is x cube by 3 minus 3 by 2 into x minus 5 integral is x minus 5 by 3 and minus 2 by 2 into x minus 8 whole cube by 3 plus C1x plus C2. So here initially first one is a bending moment equation, second one is a slope equation, second one is slope equation, and third one is a deflection equation. So in the equations we have two unknowns, C1 and C2. C1 and C2 are the two unknowns. So we need to find out the unknowns by applying the boundary conditions. By applying the boundary conditions. The boundary conditions for the cantilever beam is, the boundary conditions for the cantilever beam is at the fixed end, the slope is 0. That is dy by dx is equal to 0 at the fixed end, and the deformation, that is the y is equal to 0 at fixed end. At the fixed end, the slope is 0 and the dy by dx is equal to 0. And as well as y is equal to 0. So at the fixed end means x is equal to L. X is equal to L. That is nothing but 10 in my problem. So substituting x is equal to 10 in my problem, substituting x is equal to 10 in my problem, and dy by dx is equal to 0. Dy by dx is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, substituting x is equal to 10 and x is equal to 10 in my derivations, I can find the C1 value and C2 values. C1 value, C2 values substitute cheskuni. Again we need to write the equations. After finding the C1 and C2 కనుక్కున్న తర్వాత మళ్ళీ ఈక్వేషన్స్ మళ్ళీ రాయాలి. సో మళ్ళీ రాసిన తర్వాత I need to find the deflection at the D point, that is at 5 kilonewtons. Substituting x is equal to 0. After finding C1 and C2 values, C1 value కనుక్కున్న తర్వాత పెట్టేసి C2 value కనుక్కున్న తర్వాత పెట్టేసిన తర్వాత substitute x is equal to 0 to find the maximum deflection. Y max. To find the Y max, substituting the C1 value and C2 values and x is equal to 0. We will get Y max. So it will be a long process. ఒకే problem ni you can use the formulas or you can derive a equation. A equation derive చేసుకోవచ్చు, but it will be a somewhat long process అవుతుందమ్మా. So it is a difficult to solve a problem using these equations. So ఇలా డెరివేషన్స్ పెట్టుకుని ఇలా డెరివేషన్స్ పెట్టుకుని C1 వాల్యూ ఎంత C2 వాల్యూ ఎంత కనుక్కొని మళ్ళీ రీసబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసుకుని డిఫ్లెక్షన్ కనుక్కోవటము. ఇట్ ఈస్ సమ్వాట్ అ డిఫికల్ట్ ప్రాసెస్ టు ఫైండ్ ది వాల్యూ అండ్ ఇట్ విల్ బి ఏ టైమ్ కన్స్యూమింగ్ ప్రాసెస్. టైమ్ కన్స్యూమింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ కూడా, time consuming process koda. So we can use the formulas in the previous equations. That is మనం ఇప్పుడు రెండు ఈక్వేషన్స్ ని ఫార్ములాస్ గా డిరైవ్ చేసుకున్నాము. ఆ రెండు ఫార్ములాస్ యూజ్ చేసి, దట్ ఈస్ ద పాయింట్ లోడ్ అట్ ది ఫ్రీ ఎండ్ అండ్ ద పాయింట్ లోడ్ అట్ ది ఎసెంట్రిక్ లోడింగ్. ఆ రెండు ఫార్ములాస్ యూజ్ చేసుకుని I can find the deflection maximum. I can find the deflection for a maximum. క్వశ్చన్ లో మాక్సిమం అని అడిగితే మాత్రమే ఆ ఫార్ములాస్ యూజ్ చేయగలము. మన క్వశ్చన్ లో మాక్సిమం డిఫ్లెక్షన్ కనుక్కోమంటే మాత్రమే ఆ ఫార్ములాస్ యూజ్ చేసుకోగలము. అదే డిఫ్లెక్షన్ అట్ ఎనీ పాయింట్, నాకు ఇక్కడ డిఫ్లెక్షన్ కావాలండి అంటే గనక ఈ ప్రొసీజర్ ఎల్లక తప్పదు. సో ఈ ప్రొసీజర్ ఎల్లక తప్పదమ్మా. దిస్ ప్రొసీజర్ విల్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ అ మ్యాక్యులర్స్ మెథడ్. ఈ ప్రొసీజర్ ని మ్యాక్యులర్స్ మెథడ్ అంటాము. సో ఇన్ దిస్ మ్యాక్యులర్స్ మెథడ్ ఈ బ్రాకెట్ రిమూవ్ చేయకుండా ఇంటిగ్రల్ చేయాలి. బ్రాకెట్ రిమూవ్ చేయకుండా ఇంటిగ్రల్ చేయాలి. నెక్స్ట్ ఈ మ్యాక్యులర్స్ మెథడ్ లో నెక్స్ట్ ప్రొసీజర్ మీరు కనుక్కోవాల్సింది ఏంటంటే, గుర్తుంచుకోవాల్సింది లిమిట్స్ అప్లై చేయమంటాడమ్మా. వి నీడ్ టు అప్లై ద లిమిట్స్. సో క్యాంటిలివర్ బీమ్ లో ఎటువంటి ప్రాబ్లం రాదు, లిమిట్స్ అప్లై చేసినా అప్లై చేయకపోయినా. సింప్లీ సపోర్టెడ్ బీమ్ లో మాత్రము కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతారు. లిమిట్స్ x=0 నుండి x=5 దాకా ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ పనికొస్తుంది. అంటే ఈ రెండిట్ల మధ్యలో ద లెంత్ x=0 నుండి x=5 దాకా ఈ లిమిట్ పనికొస్తుంది. x=5 నుండి x=8 దాకా రెండు ఈక్వేషన్స్ పనికొస్తాయి. ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి, ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి. అదే x= ఇక్కడ ఉంటే కనుక సెక్షన్, దట్ మీన్స్ ద సెక్షన్ ఈస్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ హియర్. ఇక్కడ గానే ఉంటే కనుక ఈ ఒక్క టర్మ్ మాత్రమే కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి. ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ సి, దట్ ఈస్ ఏ బి అండ్ సి. సో సి కి డి కి మధ్యలో ఉంటే గనక, ద సెక్షన్ ఈస్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ సి కి డి కి మధ్యలో ఉంటే గనక ఓన్లీ దిస్ టర్మ్ నీడ్ టు బి కన్సిడర్. ఈ అన్ని అక్కర్లేదు. అదే సెక్షన్, ఎందుకంటే మన ఫోర్స్ ఇది ఒక్కటే ఫోర్స్. సెక్షన్ కి యువతల ఉన్న ఫోర్స్ ఇది ఒక్కటే. సెక్షన్ కి యువతల పక్కన ఉన్న ఫోర్స్ ఇది ఒకటే. దేర్ఫోర్ 5 into this force only, this distance only. ఈ ఒక్క టర్మ్ మాత్రమే కన్సిడర్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. అదే సెక్షన్ బిట్వీన్ బి అండ్ సి మధ్యలో ఉంటే కనుక రెండు ఫోర్సులు ఉన్నాయేమా, 3 and 5 రెండు ఫోర్సులు ఉన్నాయి. సో రెండు టర్మ్స్ కన్సిడర్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది. వైల్ ఫైండింగ్ ద డిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మాత్రము మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వకోకుండా ఎక్కడ డిఫ్లెక్షన్ కనుక్కోమంటున్నాడో చూసుకుని, ఆ డిఫ్లెక్షన్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ సి కి డి కి మధ్యలో ఉంటే కనుక ఓన్లీ ఈ టర్మ్ మాత్రమే కన్సిడర్ చేయాలి. ఇది కన్సిడర్ చేయకూడదు. So that is the confusion in the Maclaurin's method. Maclaurin's method లో చిన్న కన్ఫ్యూజన్స్ వస్తూ ఉంటాయి మీకు. సో వైల్ సాల్వింగ్ ది ప్రాబ్లమ్స్, మీరు ఎప్పుడైతే ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ సాల్వ్ చేస్తున్నారో, సో Maclaurin's method some confusion will be created. మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజన్ క్రియేట్ అవుతూ ఉంటుందమ్మా. సో we can use the formulas. ఈ ఫార్ములాస్ యూజ్ చేసి we can find the maximum deflections find out చేయడానికి మాత్రమే ఆ ఫార్ములాస్ ఉపయోగపడతాయి. ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ డిఫ్లెక్షన్స్ ఎక్కడన్నా కావాలి అంటే గనక ఈ ఫార్ములాస్ ఉపయోగపడవు. మీరు డిరైవ్ చేసుకున్న ఫార్ములాస్ ఉపయోగపడవు. సో నెక్స్ట్, a cantilever beam with a UDL entire length, సో ఇక్కడ UDL అనేది ఎంటైర్ లెంత్ యాక్ట్ అవుతుంది. UDL అనేది ఎంటైర్ లెంత్ ఆఫ్ ది బీమ్ యాక్ట్ అవుతుంది. Therefore I need to find out the deflection at YB, that is the YB is nothing but maximum deflection can be occur at the free end only for a cantilever beam. For a cantilever beam, it will be at the free end only. So I need to consider a section. ఒక section consider చేయాలి at a distance of small x from the free end side. Now I need to write the bending moment equation. Therefore I need to convert this UDL. Into point load whose magnitude is small w into x. And the distance from my section is x by 2. Therefore the bending moment equation is point load W into x by 2 is the bending moment, where capital W is nothing but small w into x. Therefore x square by 2, and it is a negative because the point load turns in clockwise, so it is a negative. Therefore the bending moment equation is W x square by 2, a negative. It is a hogging, means a negative. And next, EI d square y by dx square is equal to minus W x square by 2. Now integrating both sides, we'll get a slope equation. EI dy by dx is equal to W x cube by 6 plus a integral constant of C1. By applying the boundary conditions, that is x is equal to L, dy by dx is equal to 0. That is the first boundary condition. Boundary condition 1. That is nothing but at the fixed end. The slope is equal to 0. And deflection is equal to 0. So I'm considering the slope equation. Therefore substituting dy by dx is equal to 0 and x is equal to L. Therefore I will get minus W L cube by 6 plus C1, where C1 is equal to positive W L cube by 6. Now resubstituting the C1 in my previous equation, again writing the equation. Now I need to integrating twice. So integrating dy by dx, we will get a y. Therefore EI y is equal to integrating of x cube, we will get x to the power of 4 by 4. Therefore we will get this term, and integrating of some constant, W L cube by 6. So we will get x, and we will get an integral constant of C2. Therefore, finding the C2 value, we need to apply the boundary condition 2. The boundary condition 2 at the fixed end, that is x is equal to L, y will be equal to 0. Y will be equal to 0. Therefore, substituting x is equal to L, y is equal to 0. We can find the C2 value. After finding the C2, I need to resubstitute the value in my previous equation. I need to resubstitute the value of C2 in my previous equation. So I will get a final equation of the deflection equation at any point. ఎక్కడ కావాలన్నా నేను ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ యూజ్ చేసి మనం డిఫ్లెక్షన్ కనుక్కోవచ్చు. So we have derived that the free end, the cantilever free end have the maximum deflection. Therefore, substituting x is equal to 0, we need to find out the y. Substituting x is equal to 0, we need to find out the y. Therefore, substituting x is equal to 0 in my equation and finding the y. Therefore, yb is equal to WL to the power of 4 by 8EI, which is a negative. So the deflection is a downwards direction. Therefore, WL to the power of 4 by 8EI is the standard equation for the Y max at the free end. We need to by heart it, the formulas. Next, a cantilever beam, a UDL is acting from the beginning and up to certain length only. Remaining length is a free. There is no UDL. How to solve this problem? In the previous method only, we need to solve it, So consider up to the AC only cantilever beam. Consider a cantilever beam with a length of AC only. And a UDL in between AC. Therefore, we had derived an equation at the C. Which is a maximum value. Therefore, it is nothing but small w L to the power of 4 by 8EI. This is the deflection at this point. Now, if you considering in between C and B, this region, there is no load. Therefore, it is a straight line. C dash and B dash is a straight line. Therefore, the slope at a C and the slope at a B are equal. Since a straight line will have the slopes are equal at any points. Therefore, the theta at B and the theta C will be equal. And I need to consider the small triangle and a rectangle to find the YB. Therefore, YB is equal to YC plus this remaining distance. I need to find out the remaining distance of the triangle. Remaining distance of the triangle. So here I need to consider the triangle, and this side is L minus L1, and I need to find out this side, and the angle here is theta C. Theta C is the angle here. Therefore, tan theta C is equal to, opposite side is unknown value by the known value. So I need to find out the unknown value. Therefore, it is nearly equal to theta C. It is very less angle. Therefore, it is nearly equal to theta C. Therefore, I can write it as unknown value as theta C into L minus L1. Therefore, the unknown value plus YC gives the deflection at the free end. The deflection at the free end. Therefore, substituting the values, I will get the standard equation for the Y max. Standard equation for the Y max. This is the standard equation for the Y max. Sir, beam ki fixed end nundi UDL begin avvakopote, fixed end nundi UDL begin avvakopote, how to solve this problem, sir? How to solve this problem, sir? So we need to convert this beam. Ilanti beam ni UDL paina kinda same UDL undi anukuni, paina kinda same UDL undanukuni. So it will be cancelled. So the beam can be written as paina total UDL entire length plus a cantilever beam. A UDL is acting from the bottom up to a length of L1. So due to this load, the beam will be deflected downwards. The beam will be deflected downwards, and due to this load, the beam will be deflected upwards. So due to this, we'll get a minus deflection. Due to this, we'll get a positive deflection. Same formulas use cheyali. Same formulas. Intaku mundu elagote meer formulas use chesaro. Rendu formulas derive cheskunnaru. So UDL entire length ki deflection enta anedi kanukovachu. UDL up to center length, and it begins from the fixed end. Length enta ani kanukovachu. That is deflection at the. But meer ikkada gurtunchukovalsindi entante Y max is equal to first case valla vachedi deflection, a negative deflection. First case valla total UDL valla vache deflection, a negative deflection, and second loading valla a positive deflection vastundi. Both are the deflections at the B point only. Rendu kuda B daggara deflections maatrame. So while adding this two, because the load is from the bottom to up, కింద నుండి పైకి వెళ్తాంది కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఈ లోడ్ కింద నుండి పైకి వెళ్తాంది కాబట్టి the beam deflect like this, పైకి deflect అవుతుంది. So it will be a positive deflection. పైకి deflection అవుతుంది కాబట్టి it will be a positive deflection. So I can find the deflection when a UDL is acting in between the two lengths. So with this, I am closing this section, Amma.